Alright, moving on. Let's look at cinematography and level design. So cinematography can be contrasted to mise en scene, so staging. You can look up mise en scene, it's a French word for staging, which refers to what is filmed, while cinematography refers to how it is filmed. So what do I see, what do I need to record, and yeah, cinematography, like, okay, how is this recorded, and how is it perceived also on the other side. So, and you can have all kinds of aspects, and we were already talking about rule thirds before, but how to tell a story within cinematography. You can think also of lighting, visual effects, color, symmetry, the shot of the length, of the shot, sorry, composition, the camera work, framing, angle, moves, and editing, of course. So these are all aspects. We won't dive into all of them. My work back in the day was some camera work, composition, editing, and visual effects. So yeah, let's look at that from a games perspective. So cinematic in games. So what are the best practices in this? So you should not have impossible moves, because you can, right? You can record impossible moves within the 3D program or the engine. Don't do that. Keep motion cap imperfections, because life is imperfect. So it would be nice to see also these imperfections. That makes it more real. The same for the first one, it makes it more real. Your eyes aren't going like this, or you need to be in a jet or in a spaceship or something. Limit the amount of lenses, because you will go crazy. One long idle animation and no noticeable replay is nice, because then you don't get these kind of flickering effects, and also need to program from one stage to the next. Then if you do that, you need to, of course, if you have different animation states, you need to nicely blend through them. Otherwise, it's like, it's not so nice. Of course, as an indie, it's very hard to do, and sometimes you need more years to accomplish it, or don't. So and multiple cycles in your animation. So every step is slightly different. So you have not one idle stage, but like at least two. Yeah. And what else? So it's hard to have this, but no model swap game to cinematic. So you have your gun in your hand, and in the cinematic it's not there. You're like, inconsistency. No. And you need to match the pose in height. So sometimes it's totally different, and the camera angle is totally different, and you're like, no, this doesn't match. And a lot of times nowadays the cinematic is also just another camera inside the game itself, directly from the camera where you were looking, right? And yeah, that works way better. Interaction in cinematic, user in control, so you can you're able to skip it. And so it's the best way to repair the swapping of this weapon, or that there's a different weapon. Last I was playing Witcher 3, and then it's like, wow, I was amazed. The clothes are the same. The everything is like matching in the cinematic as well. It's like, okay, that's nicely done. Because they just use the camera and just have what's already in the scene. They don't have a different scene recorded. And and then it's best to holster the weapon on interaction. Okay, to continue, please watch this cinematography as a language video I found on YouTube. I'll put them in the comments, as well as a playable cinematography video games and visual language. And I'll see you then afterwards.